you've also had courage to, I mean, would you say to kind of stick it out, but also
Yeah.
have to make decisions, to take action. So what women tend to, I
Yeah.
think a lot of women kind of are looking for the courage to kind of take a risk, to step forward, to speak up. What, just one piece of advice, if you could say, based on your own personality, your experience, what would you say? If you could give one piece of recommendation to
well, I'm never good at just sticking to one, but
okay,
I would always say go with my gut, and I have learnt this through all challenges in my life, good and bad, is if I go with my gut and my intuition, it's rarely wrong.
Right. So this is I mean, I call it honoring your instincts.
Yeah. And it really is.
Or your
whether it be people in relationships, when you come away from something, you think, God, that just doesn't sit right.
Yes.
And then you push it a little bit further. And to me, it's like, I've learned, don't try and put a square peg in a round hole.
Right. And equally, on the opposite
you can find a square hole, maybe, but you can't put something, you can't fit something, and being okay that not all volunteers are volunteers for SmartWorks.
Yeah.
And not all funders will want to fund SmartWorks. Some people will turn around and go, why don't women just get off their backside and go and get a job? Why do they need help?
Yeah.
So
but
there's
equally, I would say that you talk about following your instincts, where something feels right, where you have an instinct to do something.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking about it, you act on it. Is that true? Largely.
Yeah. And I think for me it depends on if I'm in a confident position in myself. And I think lockdown has made me wobble a bit, but I think that's because it's overwhelmingly new. I'm not good at working from home because it's all or nothing. And I feel when I'm stressed, it's trying to look after everybody. Are the volunteers okay? Can we adapt our services? Anna's Claire's been furloughed. Anna's working all hours. She's going to have a breakdown.
It's like a family, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think so. Through lockdown, I've maybe not been as confident because I feel overwhelmed with responsibility.
Right. Is that a maternal thing? Do you think do you think men in similar situations?
I think it's definitely something with me. If I'm overwhelmed with responsibility or what people expect of me, and I don't know, I'm fine being a bit avant-garde and going, let's just try it and see. But if there's an expectation from somebody or a body of people, I then can catastrophize it or build it up into something like the sky's falling on my head,
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say, because this is exactly what a lot of women are finding, and I think this is partly so many women sort of feel the need to sort of look after everybody, feel responsible for everybody and take the world on, and then feel as though they should be capable, whether it's having children at home and sorting them out. And I'm not suggesting the men don't play their part, but I think generally women can't compartmentalize as well as men. And in your view, do you think that's something that sort of women suffer from?
I do. I think there's definitely and it's different levels, obviously, with all different with men and women, but I think there's definitely I care how people are. I care how SmartWorks and I am perceived. And I have a strong moral and compass. And I suppose what I try to pull back is to take away all the noise and always say, is this decision, how is it going to affect a client coming to us. That's what we're here for.
Okay.
We're not here for the, you know, big fashion brands. It's lovely to have, you know, if Gucci phoned up and said, I want to give you all our handbags, lovely, you know, who wouldn't love that? But it's that decision is the everything has to come back
You're
to
true to your purpose.
helping, true to your purpose, coming back to that woman. And sometimes it's hard because you get carried away with the so and so said yes, or so and so's given us money. And
would you say that the ego talking, and perhaps, you know,
yeah,
so you're genuinely, you know, focused on a very important purpose, and that certainly comes across, Sarah. So you know, that's what comes across in how you are and who you are, as opposed to what you necessarily say all the time, because, you know, what you do speak so loud, I can't hear what you're saying, so to speak. You know, that's usually the so you do this quietly, under the radar, but it shows in huge sort of sound waves that go out. So I just wanted to sort of finish with that. But one thing I just wanted to ask you, what's the one piece of advice for women who lack in confidence, you know, to enable them to help themselves? If you could put it in just a few words. And
I would say find someone that can be your champion or sounding board, however small or big, but someone that you have complete trust in, that knows you, that you can call on. You know, I've got an old school friend that I know that I can just call her and say anything, even if it's completely unreasonable, and just say, oh my God, you know, this, that, and the other, or whatever. I can't do this. And she will, just having someone that I know, whatever words come out of my mouth, she'll just go, but you can do it. And I just go, okay, well, you know me and you've known me for years and I trust you. Trust you with my lack of confidence. So therefore, I know that even if I do fail, even if I don't walk away going, yeah, I'm great, you'll be there.